Hello, everybody. This is the Love Yourself Guru, and welcome to the Love Yourself TV. And welcome to day 21 of Ramadan 2022 with the Guru. And today's word is sadness. We're going to be taking a closer look at the word sadness. And basically, we're going to look at how to not allow sadness to outstay its welcome, to not allow sadness to take over the whole of our lives. So let's begin. If you look at the definition, sadness in the dictionary, it's the condition or quality of being sad, and happiness, sorrow. Sadness is an emotional pain associated with or characterized by feelings of disadvantage, loss, despair, grief, helplessness, disappointment, and sorrow. And so this is what I found. All the wonderful, brilliant people, amazing people that have walked into my life, be it my sisters, bless them, be it my family, be it my friends all around the world, be it my clients all around the world, everybody that I've been blessed, that's walked into my life, I've seen that everybody has their own story. Young, old, wealthy, not wealthy, healthy, not healthy. Everybody's got their own story, okay? And everybody I know has experienced sadness. Sadness has been a part of their story. And you can't say, for instance, well, she or he should feel more sadness than that person because that experience was more severe than that person. No, sadness is subjective. Everybody's pain is painful to them. Everybody's story is important to them. So sadness is subjective, but I have noticed that sadness should not outstay its welcome. So sadness comes into your life for a specific time in your life, okay? But it's not for the whole of your life. It's for a specific time. It came, something happened that needed to happen, or something happened and you learned from it. Whatever the experience you had, it was that time, but not the whole of your life. And this is what I found with sadness. Sadness, people fall into two categories. The people that I know fall into two categories. One category is that they experience sadness, okay? They experience sadness, they experience it, they feel it, they learn what they need to learn, they experience what they had to experience, and then they move on. They don't allow sadness to outstay its welcome. They move on and they replace it with happiness. That's it. Okay, you've come, thank you very much, bye-bye. Kick them out of the households, they're out. There's another category of people that have experienced sadness and that have experienced pain. Yes, but then they let sadness outstay its welcome. So a sadness then becomes a habit. It's not about what they went through. It becomes a habit, and it stays with them their whole life sometimes. So let me give you a few examples. And so I'm going to give you an example. So last year, and I've already said this, last year, God rest her soul, my mum, who is a brilliant person, absolutely amazing person, God rest her soul, she passed away from COVID, and it was very sudden. Like honestly, it was just like within 2-3 days, she was in hospital, 18 days in a coma, gone, but that was it. So at that time, like for instance, all of us, like the whole family, because like she was like the backbone of the whole family, it was just like a slap in the face. The whole family experienced sadness. It's natural. We're going to experience sadness, of course. But we experienced sadness at that time. Now we're a year on. We're a year on. Happiness, thank God, a billion times. We allowed happiness back into our life again. We didn't let sadness prolong or outstay its welcome. Did it mean that we didn't love our mother and that she wasn't our whole life and we don't miss her and we don't think about her every second of the day? No. But it just meant that we knew that we had to experience sadness at that time. But sadness isn't what living is all about. Instead of being sad, now we remember her. We laugh about the beautiful times we had with her. We pray for our mother. We didn't let sadness outstay its welcome. Doesn't mean that we didn't love our mother. We do. And we always, every single phone call, we remember her and we pray for her. And she was one of the most brilliant women we'll ever know. But you can't let sadness outstay its welcome, because here's the thing. If you let sadness outstay its welcome, what will happen is it will affect your health, it will affect your wealth, it will affect the decisions that you make, it will affect the people that you attract into your life. And by the way, if you're in a state of sadness, you won't attract people to make you feel better. You'll attract people that make you sad. I promise you. Like tried and tested. Like I know somebody that she was sad most of her life, and the people that walked into her life just made her sadder and sadder and sadder and sadder and sadder. So it's really a choice that you need to make. It's a choice that you need to make. Okay, so I've experienced this, I'm getting up. And so there's two choices that you make. There's two choices. You can choose either one or the other. Once sadness has knocked on your door, you can either say, right, you can say, number one, okay, I'm going to allow sadness to stay in my house, my household and my life. I'm going to allow sadness to stay in my life. And sadness can look at, it doesn't have to be like a severe, like the example I gave you with my mother, God rest her soul. People can just get into the habit of being sad about anything, like being sad about somebody phoning or not phoning, or somebody coming or not coming, or what somebody said or didn't say, or the cars beeping, or the sky raining, or it can just be a habit, and you'll be upset all the time, which will create this like sadness all the time. It's a choice. So you can either choose in your life, right, I'm going to let sadness be my way of being, but because I've watched this video, I know that if I'm gonna choose for sadness to be my way of being, yes, my predominant state, well, that means it's gonna affect me. It's going to affect my perspective on life. It's going to affect my enjoyment. It's going to affect the people that walk into my life. So even if positive, good people walk into your life, I promise you, they'll walk right back out, because they won't be able to take that vibration. It's too negative for them. So you'll only attract negative people, or you'll attract people to make you even sadder, like I said. Or you can say, right, sadness has paid a little visit. It came to me. I learned a lot of lessons. Whatever happened needed to happen, or whatever happened. That's it. I'm standing back on my feet again. I'm kicking sadness, God willing, out of my household, out of my life, God willing, and I'm welcoming happiness and sunshine back into my life. And you know what I found? The people that welcome happiness, and happiness is their predominant state. It's a conscious decision to be happy, and it's a conscious decision to be sad. But people that make a conscious decision to be happy, when sadness does knock on their door, for instance, like my mother, God rest her soul, when she passed away, the recovery time is much quicker. The time that you stand back on your feet is much quicker. Thank God, a billion times. So you either make one of those two choices, is I'm going to stay sad, or and go against my natural state, or I'm going to go with my natural state and I'm going to kick sadness out, God willing. And this Ramadan is what I pray for myself, and I pray for all my beautiful viewers and everybody in the world, that God willing, we kick sadness out of our households. We just don't allow it. That's it. We don't allow it. It's not our way of being. It's not welcome. It's not welcome. And if it does come, it's not allowed to outstay its welcome. It comes and it goes. That's it. Okay, so let's bring this all back to Ramadan, God willing, and let's see how we can kick sadness out of our households and welcome happiness back into our lives, God willing, and really get in tune with our true selves, God willing. So number one, we go back to the belief. Okay, you go back. Number one is look at your belief. What do you believe? Do you believe that life should be sad, or do you believe that life should be, God willing, full of beautiful experiences where you learn and you grow and you progress, and full of happiness and joy? Because whatever you believe, that's gonna be what you're gonna see. So if your belief that sadness is should always stay and you allow it to stay, but your belief is that sadness is just normal, then it will be normal. So God willing, for this Ramadan, let's change the belief that, well, no, sadness is not really normal. Happiness, God willing, is normal. Being happy, smiling, thank God a billion times, being in a good vibration, being positive, that's normal. That's in line with my true self. So number one is to see your belief. What do you believe about life? And if it's negative, if it's that life is a bit grey and grim, let's make it that life is very light and beautiful. Let's change the belief. Number two, your intention. So intend every morning, God willing, God willing, God willing. In this Ramadan, God willing, intend, God willing, that I am going to be happy. From this Ramadan to next Ramadan, please God, my intention is to live a happy life. God willing, I intend to live happy. And then every day when you wake up, God willing, I intend, God willing, to be happy today. And every day when you go to sleep, God willing, say, thank God I was happy today and I intend to be happy tomorrow. Make the intention, God willing, to be happy, because the happiness is the opposite of sadness, isn't it? So if you don't want sadness, you want happiness. That's number two. So number one, your belief. Number two, your intention. Number three, ask your creator. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your creator. Say, Ya Allah, please remove sadness from my heart. Remove the sadness from my heart and help me and put happiness and light in my heart. And tried and tested, I promise you, there was a period of time in my life where, sadness, it was a very difficult period of time, and I prayed. I said, Ya Allah, please, my heart, please, 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 put happiness in my heart, put happiness in my eyes. Only you can do it. And remember, like I always say, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with Creator, with your Creator, nothing is impossible. So you're asking your Creator where everything is possible, every single thing is possible. So please God, God, when you ask your Creator and you have the intention to be happy and to remove sadness from your heart, don't worry about the how. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Creator the how will come. Your Creator will create the how. Don't worry about the how. You just have the intention, you pray to your Creator to remove sadness from your heart and to remove sadness from being your predominant habit, God willing. And you really ask your Creator to remove sadness and to put happiness and to make happiness your habit, because happiness it's really a noun, but it's not. I see it as a verb because it's an action. You need to take action all the time. So that's ask your Creator. Number four is being with your Creator. Nothing removes sadness like your soul and your heart like being with your Creator. Spend more time with your Creator. Spend more time talking with your Creator. When you're in the car, when you're walking, when you're cooking, when you're working, have that conscious awareness, be with your Creator. Just brings so much joy. Your Creator's with you every single second of the day. But are you with your Creator? The more, God willing, you're with your Creator, the more joy and the more sadness won't be able to outstay its welcome, because your Creator's with you. Your Creator's with you. So that's the next one. The next one. So we've got number one, your belief. Change your belief that life is sad. Number two is your intention. Intend, God willing, to be happy. Number three is to ask your Creator to move sadness from your heart and remove sadness from your eyes. Number four is to be with your Creator. Number five is to stop thinking sad thoughts. Sad thoughts create sad emotions, create sad behaviors. Start thinking happy thoughts. Start thinking happy thoughts, God willing. And then number six is, God willing, start behaving in a happy way. Sit in a happy way with your shoulders back. Start sitting in a happy way. And the last one is stay away from negative people. Really try, God willing, to surround yourself with positive people. I love you loads. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I pray that your life is full of beautiful happiness and joy.